it's Guido coming at you with Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, and good morning. We have K2. He is back. He's going to show us how to Strv. He is going to show us how to Strv, but not the sneaky TD Strvs, and not the medium. Well, it is a medium, but not the upper tier Strvs with the hydraulics. He's going to show us how to tier 6 Strv, and he's going to rock a 1500 experience game right here. Here we are on Ruin Prokhovkaberg. All tier 6. Well, sorry, tier 6 and 5. And he's going to crank out some damage. Goes up to the little village up here and looking around. Not a lot of help. In fact, only he and a Valiant is trying to get there, but they're very slow, so it's going to take him a week or so to get in position. A bunch of guys in the back corner. Four guys in the back corner. We'll see if they filter forward, and then the usual suspects down in town trying to make something happen. And we've got K2 hanging out in a really good position, guys. In case you don't know about this position, here it is. It's got some bushes. There's no cover, hard cover, but there's soft cover. Now he's starting to get guys wrapping around. The problem with being up in the village and not having a lot of help is eventually the enemy team gets brave like this. Also, too, in addition to, for this position, be careful because the purples will come across and tuck up on this side of the building, basically on the other side of this building here where there is some rubble, and they want to look down and get shots too, but they will proxy light you. And because you don't have any hard cover, you become in a position that is untenable. So keep an eye on the mini-map. For example, that Easy 8, you don't want him to come across the road. That's why you want some guys with you to punish people who try to do that. Also why you need some people up here. I consider the west side to be the critical terrain where the heavies are, but on this map, the little Strv doesn't have much business down there. He could go down there and add his gun in there, but not a bad idea to come up here as well. The one shot you took, I would have already hit C and reloaded. Especially, hindsight is 20/20, but I think as you took that one shot and sat there for a second, didn't get any more, I would have quickly hit C and get myself reloaded. It's unlikely the Tog's going to back out of that and give you shots. This is something I see a lot. I tend to do it too, but it might be time to start looking for other shots. We've been sitting here for quite a long time. You might have been able to create some shots on that Easy 8 or the Churchill right there by looking around, peeking around, see what's going on. You do want to avoid getting lit, though, and shot like crazy from down below. Now we finally get some.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Don't you wish you had that extra shell right there? This thing does reload the clip pretty quickly. Churchill's kind of wandering around down there. Looks like a couple of your guys pushed in and died. Your team is finally getting a little bit aggressive and brave. That's a good thing. One of the problems with this position that you can see, if we look at the mini-map right here, some of these guys are just outside of your draw range. So you might actually have some shots on some of these guys. I think they may be tucked around the corner. But you have to go forward. In order to go forward, you've got to expose yourself on the left. Although there are bushes there, there can be guys that can spot you. This guy unwisely comes through and takes some hits. Here we go. Crank yourself up to 450. And now look at this, guys. His team is losing also. This is another problem in this game with being kind of passive early on, taking positions like this that rely on a lot of cross shots. It doesn't really support your team at the critical terrain, and your team lost. Now, at this point, your team should lose 100%. The difference in guns is huge. The difference in hit points is not giant, but it's significant. Right? Almost 1,800, 1,700 difference. Basically, you lost down at the critical terrain, and that should be a recipe for disaster. However, if you can play it well from there, you can turn these things around. Your team did win an important position up in the little village up there, so now they can punish the enemy team as it comes forward. And we've got a little autoloader hanging out here. He's going to do autoloader things, which are take out this poor T-3045M before he can really get more than one shot in. Alright, so he's already weakened. This is where the autoloaders like this become absolutely deadly. When you're at tier 6 and they reload the clip quickly, they're even more deadly at tier. Because he just killed one, now he's going to come over here and you can pretty much take out almost both these guys. All he really needs is somebody to soften one up or kill one. There we go, just like that. The LEF takes down the Jackson. Jacksons aren't very maneuverable. He's sort of wandering in. Thinking, holy cow. I like that little move right there. You see what he just did? For you guys that don't understand what that was, if you look at the little circle right here, that's your proxy circle. The Jackson was close to the side of the wall. He took a little jink outside of the circle to keep the Jackson outside the circle. Why? So that he didn't get proxy lit. Now the Jackson doesn't know he's coming.
Target acquired.
Bummer here is that he kind of
Enemy
almost gets
armor
around
is
this.
hit. Penetration.
And I don't really know why he didn't zoom
Enemy
in
is
on that.
hit.
That was interesting to me. But the reason I say that is that dead tank was sitting right there, the LEF. I guess he was actually behind the LEF. So, nope, there's another dead. Is there two dead tanks? What am I seeing here? Oh, that's a bush. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. My concern was you'd auto-aimed him, but you only had a sliver of a shot right there. And a zoom in would have indicated that a little bit better. So we're at 1,300 damage, 124 assist. And we're in bad shape. We got a Nashorn, yourself, and an HMC. I just stopped way back there, zoomed in, and started shooting this guy. Looks
Penetration.
like you're going to get there, though. I'll miss him.
Critical hit.
There we go. Nicely done.
Penetration.
I don't think I would be hanging out in the open right here. I would absolutely be looking for some cover. Looks like you're trying to kill this guy, potentially. This is extremely dangerous, just sitting right here. Okay. Probably a little long. I don't think you would have been there. We'll get kind of lucky finding this stupid Churchill just hanging out in the middle of this, just
Critical
walking
hit.
into it. Holy
That one
cow.
didn't go through.
There we go. Finally get the
They're
kill on
knocked
him.
out.
For my money, it's time to hit 2. I would definitely have hit 2 right here. Now, this is crunch time. You need the pens. You need the pens. You don't want any bouncing off of armor or anything silly like that. There's a Wolverine that hasn't been spotted. The 34 is a one-shot. Unknown what the Strv M42 is looking like. Hang out on the corner there and we head back. I think I would have gone up here to where the M41 HMC is. It looks like maybe that's where you're headed. We find the Wolverine is wandering around. Now we're out in the open. Holy cow, we got 2 already. Dude misses. We take a hit from the 34. And then we kind of bail out of that thing. I don't know about that. I might have stayed in just to make sure I got rid of the Wolverine. A little bit lucky with just a tracking shot. Artie's coming in from every direction. And we go back over here. Again, for my money, I think you move around a little bit more. But look at this. This guy just loses.
Enemy armor is hit.
Takes 2 hits.
Penetration. Let's find another target.
Wolverine's going to make a bit of a mistake here. Just
Enemy
gets
armor is destroyed.
sniped, pixel sniped. Holy cow, Artie's coming at us. This is going to end up working out for you. I mean, it's a really nice job, but I think you might have been better served to push a flank. And for me, it might have been right down this flank here earlier. Just to go somewhere different, isolate yourself. But look at this.
Enemy armor is
And this guy
destroyed.
uses his
Ready to fire.
Oh!
That one bounced.
Man, that's a bummer. We got 1 shell. Where is the T-34 and why has he not pushed in to help his buddies? Why has the T-34? We only have 1 shell too, so now we can only kill 1. There we go. Now we hit reset. The good news is he probably doesn't really know if you're on a reset. And there's the 34. Point at him. Get him a little scared. Holy cow, we need a reload. We can take a couple hits, but that's it. What is going to happen here? Pushes the T-34, kills him with a sniping shot. This guy comes out.
We're immobilized.
Misses again. Misses the Strv again.
Drive on.
We're at 2,739 and we got 7 kills. 2 shells left. Don't know what that guy was doing, but he gets surprised as you come screaming around the corner. Look for cover. Just makes the artillery move. Miss by continuing to move. Holy cow. 8 kills. 2,793. And I'm going to be honest, a little bit of that was lucky. Some of those sniping shots that you took are snapshots. But you know what? You took the shots. You kept working it. You kept changing direction, at least in your small area. Like I said, I would have pushed a flank, and I think I would have gone into the city this way a little bit earlier. I may have pushed a couple of those guys a little harder. But as it was, they were very tentative, all sitting on one shots, worried about you, and that's the autoloader thing, right? That is the autoloader danger. If this had not been an autoloader, you would have got jumped by 2 of them and probably ended up losing, because you just wouldn't have enough oomph to take them down. But they're worried, right? They're worried that you've got an autoloader, and one of them comes around the corner and takes an initial hit. You've got another shot immediately, so they may only get 1 shot off, not a couple. And you had preserved enough of your hit points to have a vote. So that's very powerful at the end of the game. Enough hit points that they can't just come in and one shot you, take you down, and an autoloader which makes them stay honest. And it's why autoloaders are so wicked at the end of the game. And then you get an autoloader like this down at lower tiers that you reload the clip fairly quickly, which means that they can't just make you use your shots and then you've got 30 seconds vulnerability and they just take you out. You saw that they allowed you to reload. How many times did they allow you to reload? Twice, I think, at least, maybe more. And all we got to do is somehow not get blapped by the HMC. I like the aggression too, man. We're just going to go find this guy. Screw it. It's very nice. Now, where is that guy? I may have continued going up the side of the map, but he did get spotted, so I guess that kind of showed that he wasn't hanging out in the edge of these bushes, which he probably should have been. Because he really wanted to see you first. You needed to be in this first row right here, and then he would have had a nice shot at you. But you know what? It's a low-tier arty player, so it's like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get. And where is he? He's not here. Look at that. Not there. Searching around. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Still not in the corner. Alright, let's go look for him. Where is this guy? I really don't think he's here. It looks like maybe we're going to go for the cat because we're tired of chasing him. Yep, tired of chasing him. We're going to sit on cap. Let's see if it works. Really nicely done. Guy takes a shot. Get out of the bush. Yeah, that's a good idea. I would not be sitting in the bush. Not really sure why you shot, to be honest. Now we're moving around. There's no real reason. There's no real reason to be moving around. I mean, he's gonna shoot somewhere, and you're just as likely to be hit moving as stationary. I would not get into bushes. Getting into bushes, that's the obvious place. Although he didn't really poke at the bushes. He just took a couple random shots. One thing I've often thought about there is go where he shot last. But then I'm thinking, all right, what if he thinks I went where he shot last? You know, really well done, K2. 8 kills, fantastic, man. 2,793. Really nice job with the little autoloader, the Strv. So how to Strv with K2. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.